Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. My name is Amir Merchant from G.E.M.S Immigration Services. I am a licensed immigration advisor for New Zealand and a former migration agent for Australia, currently based at our head office in Auckland. Before we begin, here is something that most student visa applicants completely underestimate. A large number of New Zealand student visas are either delayed or refused, not because students cannot afford the cost, but because they fail to present their living cost funds correctly. And here is the reality: you might actually have enough money, but if you do not show it the right way, your visa can still be declined. In this video, I am going to break down the exact cost of living requirements for a New Zealand student visa based on the latest Immigration New Zealand rules, how much money you really need, how to show it correctly, and the biggest mistakes that applicants are making right now. Make sure you watch this video till the end, because I will also explain strategies that can significantly strengthen your visa application. Now let's get started. First, let's understand what Immigration New Zealand actually means by cost of living. Cost of living is not your tuition fees. This is a separate requirement. It refers to the money you need to support yourself while you are living and studying in New Zealand. This includes accommodation, food, transport, utilities, and daily expenses. Now let's go straight to the most important number you need to know. If you are applying for a student visa for tertiary study, English language, or most post-school courses, you must show at least 20,000 New Zealand dollars per year for living costs. If your course is shorter than 1 year, then you must show $1,667 per month. Now, pause for a second and think about this. This is not just a guideline. This is a minimum threshold set by Immigration New Zealand. If you show less than this, your application is very likely to be declined. Now, here is a key retention trigger. Showing exactly the minimum amount is often not enough to make your application strong. Let that sink in for a moment. Stronger applications usually show a financial buffer. Now let's talk about school students. If you are applying for primary or secondary school, the requirement is slightly lower. You need $17,000 per year or $1,417 per month. Now let's move to a very important concept. How long do you need to show funds for? If your course is 1 year, you must show funds for the full 1 year. If your course is longer than 1 year, you usually need to show funds for the first year, plus a credible plan for the remaining period. This is where many applicants get confused. They think they need to show full funds for the entire course duration upfront. In many cases, that is not required, but you must clearly demonstrate how you will manage future expenses. Now, here is something very important that can significantly impact your application: the source of funds. Immigration New Zealand does not just look at how much money you have, they look at where the money comes from. Your funds must be genuine, verifiable, and accessible. This means no unexplained large deposits, no temporary borrowing, and no unclear financial history. Now let's talk about the different ways you can show your living cost funds. You can use your own savings. You can use funds from your parents or family. You can use an acceptable sponsor. You can use an education loan, or you can use a scholarship. You can even combine these sources, but every source must be clearly documented and justified. Now here is a retention trigger you should not ignore. The biggest reason for visa refusal is not lack of funds, it is lack of clarity about funds. Now let's talk about acceptable evidence. You can provide bank statements showing sufficient balance. You can provide fixed deposits. You can provide loan sanction letters. You can provide sponsor documents. You can provide scholarship confirmation. All documents must be recent, consistent, and traceable. Now let's talk about something very interesting and important: prepaid accommodation. If you have already paid for accommodation, such as a homestay or student hostel, that amount can be deducted from your living cost requirement. This can reduce the amount of funds you need to show. However, you must provide proper proof of payment. Now let's talk about outward travel funds. You must also show that you have enough money to leave New Zealand at the end of your stay. This can be a return ticket or additional funds to purchase one. Now, here is a small detail that many people miss. If you are pregnant, you must also show additional funds for maternity costs, which are estimated at around $9,000. Now, let's move to one of the most important updates in recent times, the funds transfer scheme. This is a system where students transfer their living cost funds to a New Zealand bank account before arrival. These funds are then released to you in monthly installments. This ensures that you have consistent financial support during your stay. It also strengthens your visa application because it clearly demonstrates fund availability. Now, here is a key insight. Using structured financial methods like this can significantly improve your application credibility. Now let's talk about real-life cost of living versus visa requirement. The required $20,000 per year is a minimum. Actual living costs can vary depending on your lifestyle and city. Cities like Auckland may be more expensive than smaller towns, so it is always wise to plan beyond the minimum requirement. Now let's talk about the most common mistakes applicants make. Number 1, showing just the minimum funds without any buffer. Number 2, large unexplained deposits in bank accounts. Number 3, relying on funds that are not easily accessible. Number 4, submitting incomplete financial documents. Number 5, mismatch between declared funds and actual financial capacity. Avoiding these mistakes can significantly increase your chances of approval. Now let's go through a quick practical example. If you are applying for a one-year postgraduate course, you must show your tuition fees plus at least $20,000 for living costs. If your parents are sponsoring you, you must show their bank statements, income proof, and relationship evidence. Everything must be consistent and logical. Now let's summarize everything so you have a clear understanding. You need at least $20,000 per year for living costs. You must show funds for the first year and a plan for future years. Your funds must be genuine and verifiable. You can use multiple sources of funding. You must also show outward travel funds, and your overall financial profile must be clear and consistent. Now, before we wrap up, here is one final and very important point. Your financial documents are not just numbers, they tell a story. A strong financial story shows that you are prepared, genuine, and capable of supporting yourself, and that is exactly what Immigration New Zealand wants to see. Thank you once again for watching this video. I hope you found this information useful and practical. If you need any assistance with your New Zealand student visa application, or want a professional assessment of your financial documents, you can contact us anytime by calling or sending a message on our WhatsApp number +642217860007, which is also provided in the comment section below. We will get back to you as soon as possible. We will be back again with another important update very soon. Until then, stay safe, stay informed, and most importantly, stay ahead. Take care.